again, and welcome to another edition of Music Matters. I'm MonkeyBoy.
And I'm Ziggy.
And today we have got an episode that is going to blow your mind. I did not know this person really existed too well until a few weeks ago when I watched a video with Richard Marx interviewing him. And he talked about his experience as far as people thinking that he had died on the helicopter that Stevie Ray Vaughan died. And it's a crazy story, and we'll get into that coming up.
Well, I was really surprised that you were the one that brought up this gentleman. Not to say I wasn't thinking about getting to him eventually because he's a legendary musician.
Right.
But yeah, I was just really surprised about that.
You'll know every song that we're talking about, but you'll not realize that this is the guy behind it.
Well, I like getting on, social media, going to TikTok, going to Facebook or whatever, and coming across these reels from people that were part of the hits.
Yeah.
Bryan Adams, guitar player.
Sure.
Has reels all over. He plays those songs, he tells those stories. Leland Sklar, who spent a lot of time with Phil Collins, goes back and talks about those songs and the memories, and it's great.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah.
And the guy we're talking about this week is just a huge source of music, Nathan East.
Nathan East.
Yes.
The numbers are staggering of songs that he plays on.
Really are. I
yes.
mean, he is on thousands of songs.
From my research on Nathan East, which I didn't have to do a ton because I've known of Nathan East, my brother Tim turned me on to him way back when I was a teenager because this is the 80s,
yes.
70s, early 80s,
70s
when he's
80s,
on fire.
Yeah.
When he's on fire. So I learned about Nathan East. Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
In my research, I've been like, well, I knew that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot, to be completely honest. I came into this fairly fresh after seeing that Richard Marx interview with him and going, I need to know more about this guy.
Yeah, well, that's why we do this podcast.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about Nathan East in just a minute.
It's about music, it's about musicians.
Yes.
Now, just very quickly, side note. Okay. Well, wait. I'll wait and make that point.
Okay.
I'll wait and make that point.
Point
Let's talk about
taken away.
Yeah, point taken away. When we get into them, I'll discuss what I was thinking. Let's get to the charts real quick.
All right. Let's do that. Getting into the active rock charts, we're just going to do the top 5 this week. At number 5 is Turnstile, and Look Out For Me.
Yes.
They are still going up. Volbeat at number 4 with Demonic Depression. Number 3, the Foo Fighters return with Your Favorite Toy. That's the title track to their brand new album. Pierce the Veil at number 2 with So Far So Fake, and your number 1 song, Papa Roach, Wake Up Calling. Another record for them.
Yeah. Yep. Over on the country chart, not much has changed. It's dominated by just a few people here. Morgan Wallen, 20 Cigarettes at number 5. Be By You, Luke Combs at number 4. Ella Langley, Be Her at number 3. Luke Combs, Sleepless in a Hotel Room at number 2. And Ella Langley, still holding on over on the country chart with Choosin' Texas.
At
multiple week. Number 1.
Very good. Top 40, number 5, Ray, Where Is My Husband? Number 4 is Olivia Dean with Man I Need. Number 3 is also Olivia Dean with So Easy to Fall in Love. Number 2 is Bruno Mars with I Just Might. And taking over the number 1 spot this week is the Biebs, Justin Bieber, and Yukon. So there you go.
Okay, a couple of quick news items.
Okay.
Excuse me. Shinedown has broken another record as Safe and Sound rises to number 9 on Billboard's mainstream rock airplay chart.
Yep.
The milestone marks the band's 35th top 10 hit.
35 top 10s. That's insane.
And if it goes number one, it'll be like
20 something.
24, 20,
yeah.
25th. Okay. Now, you're going to be very happy to know this, and I'll help pack you up and get you moved up there, okay?
Okay.
It appears WKRP is coming to Cincinnati as a real-life radio station.
Really? Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Like, that's great. It'll be the class of 2026 with real live DJs?
It's going to have real-life DJs.
Wow.
Yep.
No AI? Just real people?
No AI.
Wow.
Now you're wanting more information, aren't you?
I am.
There really is no other information.
Son of a bitch.
This is a very quiet
Thing?
Yeah, it's a quiet thing.
All
There
right.
there was a station with the call letters of WKRP up until just recently. Well, that license came up and someone invested in it and they're taking it to Cincinnati.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited for that and for real radio to come back.
Yeah, it's it's just a quiet hush hush thing. It doesn't talk about it's going to play music. Doesn't talk about what kind of music or any direction. It's just the guy involved in this says book it. It's done.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's great. That is awesome.
Well, so my point now.
Your point.
My point.
Point coming back.
Point coming back. When we were younger, this is the 70s.
Oh, so
This
many
is the
years ago.
80s. And I know for me growing up, having been raised musically by my dad and later on by my brother Tim and also my brother Bill, we like that physical touch of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
And you went and you bought the album.
Yeah.
You pulled it out. You pulled the sleeve out. You took the record out of the sleeve. You put it on your turntable, and you sat there and you read what was on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Which was songs, lyrics, engineers who played on the record.
Yep.
Whatever really neat drawings. And I don't think that we were the only ones. I think that a lot of people did that.
Yeah.
I think most music listeners, they got their information off that sleeve or off the back of the album
For sure.
cover. That has long ago been gone.
Oh, yeah. But they are kind of making a comeback. Vinyl has actually sold more than the last
1
year.
billion.
Yes.
1 billion.
Yeah. So
Dollar,
vinyl is
yeah.
coming back, and it's great to see because it's just the best way to listen to music, in my opinion.
Well, the price of records now
It's expensive.
is expensive.
But
But
you
when
can
we
still
were
find-
buying records back then, that was expensive.
You can also still find them at like thrift stores fairly cheap.
You can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get back into records,
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to your local record store.
You can build up your classic stuff and, save
Yeah.
your money for your expensive stuff later.
Right. So, those days are gone, but there was a time when the musicians mattered.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Nathan East was there.
Oh, yeah. He was everywhere,
He was everywhere.
apparently.
Apparently. Yeah. So, we're talking about the 1970s. There was a group of musicians prior to what you'll find were another group. The Wrecking Crew had played on almost everything in the 50s and 60s. Almost everything. There's a great documentary out there about them that you can find and watch. You can have your mind blown on how many
They're on
albums these
everything.
guys were on.
Yeah.
It was the Wrecking Crew as the group, or it was some of those individuals going off and doing things.
Yep.
And then comes along, in the 70s, another group of musicians is coming on, and we'll talk about them a lot, because in our next episode we're going to talk about yacht rock.
Yacht rock!
Yacht rock.
Do you actually know what yacht rock is? We'll teach you.
Yeah, we'll teach you. But these same musicians, Nathan East is a part of these musicians playing on R&B and playing on these yacht rock hits and everything.
Yeah.
But he was one of many in the studio. We know that all of the guys from Toto,
Yep.
all of the guys for what would become Toto, were first studio musicians in LA.
Yep.
And even some of our 80s guys were in the studio back then, like Dan Huff of Giant, who's a huge producer in Nashville.
Yep.
He was playing on all of these records.
Yeah.
The guys from Mr. Mister.
Okay. Nice.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Mr. Mister was a lot like Toto in that they had all come from the studio, and then they formed Mr. Mister. But all Richard Page played bass on a lot of songs.
Huh.
Steve George, Pat Mostellato, and so all these guys are hanging out in the studio, and they're just hit after hit.
Yeah. Yeah. They created.
But
so
Nathan East he's a different beast.
Yeah.
We're talking about like what 10,000 singles, 2,000 singles.
Yeah.
I forget my research.
Thousands of times is what you've heard him, and you may not even know it. Nathan East is the bassist behind decades of hits. He's the most recorded bassist of all time in modern pop, rock, and R&B. He has, of course, this whole story about almost dying with Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is an incredible story, which we'll get to in a little bit. But, he started out December 8th, 1955, Philadelphia. Raised in San Diego, he was one of 8 children, grew up in a musical household, started on cello in school orchestra before switching to bass at age 14. His early influences were James Jamerson, Ray Brown, Paul McCartney, and Chuck Rainey. He studied music at UC San Diego, classically trained, played in local jazz groups and church bands. His first major gig, Barry White, at the age of 16.
Barry White, yep.
Barry White. Yeah, man. Quickly became a go-to bassist in LA session circles. And then he started to play with literally everybody.
Well, Nathan East spends most of his career with 3 people. He spent a lot of his time on the road with Eric Clapton and in the studio.
Yep.
He spent a lot of time with Phil Collins.
Yep.
Whose bassist was Leland Sklar, a good friend of his, and if there was a booking situation and Leland was busy, Nathan East went out with him. Toto, he ends up in Toto, we know, and does multiple tours with them. He's on, I think he might play bass on one Toto album, but he's been with them live for years.
Yeah.
On and off. That speaks to it right there. I mean, those artists have had massive hits.
Massive hits. And he has played, just a small highlight reel here. Fourplay, which including founding members of the jazz supergroup. Babyface, Toto, Herbie Hancock, George Harrison, Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, Daft Punk, Michael Jackson, Phil Collins, and Eric Clapton. Holy crap.
But, I mean, Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins.
He spent time with Kenny Loggins. Let me blow your mind. Let me tell you, because you don't know. But that's the great thing about this episode. We're just going to pop them off. He plays on Footloose.
Wow, nice.
Nathan East played bass on Footloose.
That's great.
Dum, 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 dum. He plays with Ringo Starr currently.
In his all-star band?
No,
No?
just in the studio.
Oh, just in the studio.
Diana Krall. Do you know her? She's kind of a jazz singer.
Yes, I have heard of her, but I don't know.
Randy Newman.
Oh, I love Randy Newman.
What's that big? Now I know you.
Short People. I love L.A.
No, you didn't mention it, but okay. Daft Punk. Get Lucky. You did say that. That's. I mean, just think of the earworm there, and that's Nathan East.
Yeah.
Tony Braxton.
So many hits.
Anita Baker.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you want to know the hits?
Yeah. Let's hear them.
Well, Body and Soul by her. Do you remember that song?
Yep.
He, Richard Marx.
Richard Marx. I loved his
He's a good friend of
first
Richard Marx?
Yep, I loved his first album. In fact, I watched that interview with him, and that's how I found out about his story with Stevie Ray Vaughan. And it's an incredible story. But yeah, he and Richard Marx, I think the first album, he collaborated with him a couple of times on that album.
Yeah. But, we're talking about Nathan East. He's still cool and hip and whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's still playing with some artists. But again, the focus of his deepest work is the 70s and 80s. Patty Austin, the Manhattan Transfer, Shaka Khan.
Wow.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Okay.
Do you remember Teddy?
Yeah, I do.
He, George Benson, great guitar player.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking here. Whitney Houston, okay?
Yep.
He does Someone for Me, Saving All My Love for You, All at Once, Greatest Love of All, Didn't We Almost Have It All, You're Still My Man, all with Whitney Houston.
Wow.
He plays bass in the studio for, I think, almost every member of the Jackson family. He works with Jermaine, Michael, Janet. Did I say Jermaine?
I think so.
Yeah.
He did Man in the Mirror. He did Bad. He did Runaway for Janet Jackson. Yeah, he's...
After the Love Is Gone, he does...
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, he does do some stuff with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Playing in the studio, although, everyone knows their bass player. He's a damn good bass player himself.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee Jones, Lee Ritenour, The Eurythmics, Would I Lie to You?
Oh, I love that tune.
And, what's the other one? We'll probably come across it here. James Ingram. David Benoit, do you remember him?
No.
Okay, he had a one big hit that I can remember. Johnny Mathis.
Yep.
Bob James. Peebo Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
Donna Summer.
Oh.
He plays bass on She Works Hard for the Money.
Really?
Yes.
It's a great tune.
Isn't this mind-blowing?
Yes.
There Goes My Baby, Donna Summer. Gladys Knight, Where Would I Be? Aretha Franklin. Brenda Russell. She just died last year. As you said, Barry White.
Yep.
He works with Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
He was on the Jamie Foxx song Creepin'. Michael Bolton.
Which one's on Michael Bolton?
Simply.
Okay.
Tyrese. He plays bass on It Must Be Crazy. He spends a lot of time with Michael McDonald.
That makes sense.
Babyface. Faith Evans. TLC. Brandy.
Which one's TLC's?
Dear Lie.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige. Al Jarreau. I don't think I said Al yet.
No?
He plays with Joe Satriani.
Wow.
I don't remember what the name of that album was. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to play that, but
Oh.
do you remember what that album is? I can't remember the title.
I can't either.
But yeah,
I do. I remember it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he
what
played
the
on that
title is.
entire album by Joe Satriani. Glenn Medeiros, is that a name you remember?
Glenn Medeiros?
Oh, is that it?
I think so.
Okay.
She Ain't Worth It? Is that the...
Someday Love.
Oh, okay.
Sandy Patty, I know you know who Sandy
Oh,
Patty is.
I know Sandy Patty.
He spent some time with her and Russ Taff.
Okay.
Bill Withers. Phil Collins, just a couple. Wear My Hat, which I think you're a big fan of Wear My Hat by Phil Collins. And Dance Into the Light, and Something Happened on the Way to Heaven, and a few others.
Okay.
Now, the great thing is that when this episode is over, you might have time to put in your earbuds and listen to some of these songs. And
for sure.
It'll sound different now that you know who's
Yeah,
playing
now
bass.
you know.
Yeah.
That's the same guy.
Yeah. Okay, so Philip Bailey. And was it Walking on the Chinese Wall? Was that the name of the album? Philip Bailey, that Easy Lover came from? I think it was. But anyway, not only did he play bass on that, here's what blew my mind. He co-wrote that song.
Really?
And it's thanks to Nathan East that song's a duet. That was his idea.
Really?
Originally, it was just going to be Philip Bailey, and they co-wrote that. I mean, when that song opens, it always grabs my attention.
Mine too.
And it's that you know. So that's something that I learned. Denise Williams. There's some DeBarge, man. He worked with DeBarge.
Nice.
Yeah. He worked with the Pointer Sisters.
Which ones are the Pointer Sisters?
Well, this one, I was going to say, he worked with the Pointer Sisters, and then he worked with them individually, too. I'm Ready for Love by June Pointer. I think you listened to that album this morning, didn't you?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I'm trying to find some more names here. Well, let's talk about Michael Jackson.
All right.
So he works at Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I did not know. Maybe you know, and maybe you don't, and this will be mind-blowing to people. But he plays on Beat It.
Amazing.
Okay?
Yeah.
He plays on the Thriller album. Now, you have to keep in mind that this is the 1980s.
Yeah.
And most of Michael Jackson's early albums are the same people playing on them. On Beat It, on Beat It, and the Thriller album, who is it? It's Nathan East. It's Michael Jackson, and who's the rest?
I know Eddie Van Halen's on one.
He's on. Yeah, but who are the other guys?
I have no idea.
It's the members of Toto.
Really?
Yes, Lukather. Steve Lukather, David Page, Mike Porcaro.
All right.
Jeff Porcaro. You didn't know that?
Did not know that. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But, that was... the guys from Toto at that point would have already had some success with Toto. So
yeah,
they were recording Toto music. They were doing some brief tours. Snort a few lines of cocaine, boom, go into the studio, and they all just snorted cocaine. It was the only way to stay up and make records. But you didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Well, they'll sound different. Sweet Love by Anita Baker. Another great song.
Yeah.
He works with Dave Koz. Celine Dion. Johnny Gill. Remember Johnny?
Yep.
Okay. He plays on that Victory album from the Jacksons.
Okay. All right. Yep. That was that reuniting.
Do you remember how
album.
big that was?
Oh yeah.
That album?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was massive.
Huge.
Earth, Wind and Fire. He's on the Tip of My Tongue by the Tubes. Idina Menzel.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know her?
Yeah.
She has that one really annoying song.
Yeah.
George Duke. Joe Sample. I Just Can't Stop Loving You by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He works with Lionel Richie quite a bit.
Nice.
He's on Dancing on the Ceiling.
Oh my God, I love that song.
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Okay. It's In Your Eyes, Phil Collins. Love Will Follow, Kenny Loggins. Yeah, I mean, he works with LaToya here, LaToya Jackson. After 7, do you remember them?
Yep.
Okay. He plays on a song called Most of All by Mr. Steve Perry. That would have been from... I gotta look at... Oh, no, it just disappeared. It's okay. I think that was Steve Perry's last solo album from just a few years back. He spends a lot of time doing jazz stuff, you know. There was a lot of, working with a lot of jazz people back then.
Yeah.
Just to keep the money in.
Yeah, his band, the band Fourplay, which formed in '91 with Bob James, Lee Ritenour, and Harvey Mason. It's one of the most successful contemporary jazz groups ever. Multiple Grammy nominations for them. So yeah, that was, besides his Eric Clapton era, his Fourplay era is another really big time of his life where he really did a lot of outstanding work, but it was mostly in the form of jazz. And then he goes on to his solo work. 2014, he released an album, Grammy nominated. He released an album in 2017, and he's known for blending jazz, pop, gospel, and R&B all up in it.
So, I'm still looking through the hits here. I'm just going to keep popping them on.
All right, keep popping them.
He plays on over 250 movie soundtracks.
Wow. That's
TV
insane.
stuff in there. Yeah.
That's insane.
It is. It's like, when did he sleep?
Right.
Tom Scott is another guy he worked with. Excuse my coffee today. Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is a time, speaking of Peter Cetera, he works a lot. Nathan East works a lot with David Foster. David Foster at that point he's a relatively new producer on the scene.
Right.
He was writing songs back in the day, but he was also going around and playing in the studio for stuff. He was really a studio musician at the time. James Ingram, did we talk about James?
Nope.
Okay. Plays a lot with James. Trying to find one that'll blow your mind.
Well, there's already been quite
Ed
a few.
Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, wow.
Yeah, played with Ed Sheeran. Larry Carlton. He plays bass on Get the Funk Out by Extreme.
What? Really?
Found a mind blower for you.
Get the Funk Out. He's playing bass for Get the Funk Out. Wow.
There's a mind blower. I didn't know that, Andy.
Me neither. That's
Extreme,
insane.
Get the Funk Out.
Huh.
Uh-huh. Andy's back in it now. He plays with Kenny G. Records. When we say play, I think we're just records. Stevie Nicks, Edge of 17.
Wow.
He plays bass on that.
Great tune.
Can you hear it in your head right now?
Yep. Yep.
That's Nathan East.
Nice.
You've been hearing it all these years. And
all
you did
these
not
years.
know.
Yep.
Stevie Wonder, Overjoyed. He, For Once in My Life.
Yep.
He plays on that.
All right.
I Can't Go For That. Hall & Oates. He plays bass on that.
Wow. That's insane.
Isn't it? You didn't know?
No.
Nope. Tearing Us Apart. Eric Clapton. You know that song?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It's been a while.
He plays on a lot of albums for Eric
I
Clapton.
think
Pretending.
as much. Yeah,
Pretending
Pretending's a great tune.
No Alibis. Really? Another Day in Paradise. I Wish It Would Rain Down.
Yeah, those are great Phil Collins tunes.
Susudio. He plays bass on Susudio.
Yes.
Now,
Nice.
something of note is that Nathan East he's playing the bass guitar at this time. He's playing the stand-up bass. But he's also playing guitar bass.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Yeah.
is run through some effects and
Sure.
whatever, and it's meant to sound
Different.
bassy, but like like a guitar. There's quite a few of those bands now that are doing that, where it's the bass and it sounds like guitar.
Right.
So he did that on a lot of these. But One More Night, I Missed Again.
Yep.
That was the one that blew my mind because I love that song.
That's a
I
great
love the
tune.
bass line
Yeah.
in that song.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
I'm Every Woman, Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Footloose. Let's Hear It for the Boy, Denise
Wow.
Williams. Almost Paradise, Mike Reno and Ann Wilson.
Wow.
He plays on Are You Ready, Andy? Are You Sitting Down?
Yep.
I'm So Excited by the Pointer Sisters.
All right.
All Night Long.
Wow.
Running with the Night by Lionel Richie.
Okay.
Ya Mo Be There.
Yeah, we'll be there.
You remember that?
Yeah.
James Ingram and Michael McDonald.
Yeah, of course I remember
Mhm.
that song.
She Works Hard for the Money.
Oh, classic.
I Feel for You
Oh my God.
from Shaka Khan.
That one's that one's great.
Self Control by Laura Branigan.
All right.
You remember that one?
Yes, love that song.
Yep. Freeway of Love, Aretha Franklin. He plays bass on that.
Wow.
There Must Be an Angel. The Eurythmics. He plays bass, are you ready? On Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, I Just Can't Stop Loving You by Michael Jackson. Satisfied by Richard Marx.
Nice.
Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel.
Oh, that's a great song.
Killing Me Softly with his song, Roberta Flack. The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, Roberta Flack.
Wow.
Rock With You, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Michael Jackson. Beat It, Billie Jean.
Wow.
Kenny Loggins, This Is It. Anita Baker, Sweet Love. George Benson, Give Me the Night on Broadway, Turn Your Love Around.
That's a lot.
He plays on Dancing on the Ceiling. Yeah. He just, I mean, I did research. I could not find a complete list of anywhere, a complete
Of
list
all
of
the
songs.
songs.
But, he's playing on, he appears on like 2,000 different albums
That's insane.
in the 70s and 80s.
That's so many albums. Think about it. It's insane. How many albums? How do you have time to do anything else?
Well, again, it's maybe hard for people to imagine, but you had Capitol Records.
Yeah.
And they had studio space, and you literally just sat in the studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't know who was coming next. You didn't know what kind of music you were going to be doing. I would imagine for a studio musician at that time, not every recording session was pleasant.
Right.
Because you would have been working with people with huge egos, or with a very determined
producer,
objective for the album.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that it was easy for the Wrecking Crew to work with Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys on the Pet Sounds album.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, he was kind of spaced out at the time.
Yeah.
You know, but these guys are not all of them, but many of them. I mean, they were just cranked out all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
I suppose you'd almost have to be.
You know, sometimes spending 24 hours just recording in the studio, going home, sleeping for a couple of days, boom. It's how you made your money.
That's crazy.
But, I mean, you know, that's his recorded work, and, I mean, he's hit the road with everybody, too. I mean, he's just in demand, you know, that you can call him. He knows how to read numbers.
Yep.
Instead of notes. Short notice guy.
You can learn anything in a couple of minutes.
No, sure.
Yeah. And play whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably look at it on the airplane and play a 2-hour show later.
Right.
Yeah.
With no problems.
But I don't know that these kinds of people even exist anymore.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everything's gone to the computer.
Yeah, it has. I mean, people can do most of the production of everything at home just on their computer anymore.
Yeah.
Hell, they don't even need that. They just need their computer to tell them, here's what I want you to make, and it'll do it itself. And they don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But here's a story. We almost lost, you know, one of the most amazing bassists ever. Luckily, we didn't. You know, it was very close. We'll go back to the year 1990. The Alpine Valley Music Theater in Wisconsin is the place.
Yes, I'm on a ranch. I'm working on a ranch just outside of Dillon, Montana.
I am living in Lansing, Iowa, and just starting to kind of discover these types of bands.
I was pounding fence posts when this happened.
Yeah, really?
Mm-hmm.
I was just starting to get into concerts and discovering all different types of music, not just the hair metal. And I remember, you know, a couple people telling me that there was a bad accident out at this concert.
Well, I remember it breaking on the radio.
Yeah.
We had a pickup truck. We're all out there pounding these fence posts, and I remember them breaking in to the radio to talk about what happened here.
Yeah, well, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and we do need to do an episode on Stevie, one of the most amazing guitarists of all time. He passed away due to a helicopter accident. Nathan East was originally slotted to be on that helicopter that crashed. He was supposed to be there. A last-minute change in seating assignment meant he did not board. And so he let Stevie Ray Vaughan take his seat instead, and the world lost Stevie. The helicopter crashed into a ski slope shortly after takeoff, killing all on board. Him, Nathan East, and one of the other players, and I think it was Clapton's band, but it might have been Double Trouble too, I'm not sure.
Chris
ended up taking a car from where they were gonna go.
I don't know if it says it in there, but yeah, I mean, there was a reason that Stevie wanted to get on to the next town, I think it was for rest or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And so he wanted to fly out. The rest of them were just going to take the buses.
Yeah, and drive out there. Now, the thing was, when that plane went down, everything kind of went into lockdown mode as far as for the people in the band. All communication went to the managers, and so nobody could get a hold of Nathan East because they were all his correspondence were getting directed to his manager, which, you know, when people are trying to find out if a guy is dead and it doesn't go to Nathan East and it goes to his manager, people start to wonder. And that is where the speculation came in. Well, not only that, but he was actually scheduled to be on that flight. Like, that was supposed to be his seat, but didn't work out that way. So, yeah, and Nathan was saying, you know, like, he didn't even realize he was in, like, a shower or something. People were trying to call him and see if he was okay. He's like, yeah, man, I'm fine. What's up? And then he was told about it, and yeah, it hit him pretty hard. That I can't imagine. I mean, that would hit anybody hard, especially when it was his spot.
So this is 1990, and there was a period in the late 80s. Again, I can't talk about him enough. The immense amount of music I was turned on to by my brother Tim. But he had spent, like, the mid-80s, he got really into guitar players. Clapton, I mean, John Mayall, you name a legendary guitar player, he was just really into studying guitar players.
Yeah.
And I picked up on that, and so I started studying guitar players. Stevie Ray Vaughan was one. I learned the lineage. You know, of course, I learned about his brother Jimmy Vaughan, and Susan Tedeschi. I learned from her, from Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I went out and I got this Stevie Ray Vaughan book. He had struggled with alcohol. He had been clean for a while before this happened. And I was really rooting for him, and I was really into him. And I'm out there posting fence posts, and this breaks on the radio. Dude, honestly, I fell to my knees crying. And I'm on a ranch, you know, it's supposed to be manly here, and the ranch owner's like, "What?" And I said, "Stevie Ray Vaughan just died." And he's like, "Oh, shit." I said, "Do you care if I go to the bunkhouse for a little while?" And I did. I did. I mean, because I was really focused on him at the time, and I you know, and I didn't want him, you know, he really struggled with alcohol, you know, near-death experiences and stuff, blackouts and whatever. But, you know, I mean, that again was... I'm glad Nathan lived. I'm really sad Stevie Ray Vaughan died.
Me too.
Because this really was, again, another day that the music died. This was the day that, how do I want to say it? Blues in the Spotlight died.
Yes. Very much so. Blues died.
Yeah, I mean, he's the last... It's not. I mean, there's great guitar players out there. We know. We see them all the time, you know, on social media.
It was a rising. Like, people were getting into it again. Like, people were.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, he was bringing it back.
He was bringing it back.
Yeah,
he very much was
him and Jeff Healey. Yes,
Jeff Healey.
Jeff Healey.
Yeah, we're really bringing. You know, that
Eric Clapton. They were all starting to, like, bring this sound back, and it was really starting to hit, and then bam.
Yep.
Done.
And really, it hasn't come back since the death of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
It has not.
But, well, if you want to check out Nathan East.
Yeah, you found a good playlist on Spotify.
On Spotify, it's called, let me open my phone again. Yeah, it's on Spotify. There's a couple of them, but it's called The Best of Nathan East.
There you go.
And it's over 50 hours.
50 hours of Nathan East tunes.
Oh, wait, I just remembered another one. He plays on Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many.
Yeah.
So many songs.
So, I mean...
Go deep diving into
I kind of
Nathan
skimmed
East.
this list when we were going through it, but I mean, there's still... there's still other ones. But yeah, you can check out that playlist. Look him up on YouTube. Watch some of the videos, the playthroughs. Yeah. He's someone that you should know about.
Absolutely.
He's someone you should appreciate.
Absolutely.
And
luckily, he's still here. He's still around.
He's still here.
Yeah.
And again, I have no doubt he's going to come up in our next episode, which is going to be about the soft rock of the 1970s and 80s.
Yacht rock!
No, Andy, that's horrible. And we're going to talk about why that term's stupid. But...
all right.
Another educational episode on yacht rock.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
What is yacht rock? What isn't?
I don't know.
Fleetwood Mac, are they yacht rock?
I don't know.
Well, tune into the next episode, my co-host, and find out.
Because I'm going to find out.
This is the Music Matters podcast.
Yeah, you can find me on Monkey Boy Radio. I do 3 shows. I do Real Rock Nights with Shep on Saturday nights and Sunday nights. I do Dad Rock, which is new rock from classic artists, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. on
Always
Monkey Boy
good.
Radio.
Always good.
It's good stuff, too.
Yeah.
And The Underground at 7 o'clock with new music from regional and local artists that you can check out right here Sundays at 7. And that also is online at monkeyboyradio.com.
New music from older artists.
Yes. You don't get to hear it anywhere else.
Well, I mean, I think the average music listener, we've talked about this many times.
Did you know Peter Frampton has a new song?
No, see?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know it.
Bryan Adams.
Yeah, you might think Peter Frampton's died years ago.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a good show to turn into.
Yeah.
And like talking about Nathan East, good thing to check out.
Yep.
To go back. I mean,
discover.
Just because you don't hear it on the radio, or you might not necessarily know where to find it on your streaming sites, doesn't mean that that artist, that group is not there.
Right. They're still doing.
You always pop them into your search engine, and
yep, away you'll go.
Away you'll go.
All right. Well, this has been Music Matters. I'm Monkey Boy.
I'm Ziggy.
We'll talk to you next time.